It costs you nothing to support. The least we're asking you to do is to go to your Apple device or Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts, and subscribe to Social Proof Podcast and Full Transparency with Donni Wiggins, okay? If you want to take it to the extra mile, hit the little review. Hit the little 5-star joint if you think we're a 5-star podcast. If you think we're 4-star, still hit 5-star. We really, really need that.
Yep.
And if you want to take it to the next level, you can leave a comment, a positive review. We would appreciate it because other people are going to watch the reviews, and that's going to make them decide to tune into our podcast.
And if you really want to be that guy or that girl, you'll share this podcast and Social Proof and Full Transparency with every entrepreneur that you know.
You really need to know who you want to serve and who you want to become in this world. You want to be super important to the world. Leave some stuff off the offer. There needs to be some things that are in the deliverables that come as a surprise.
When you put something together where the value isn't great, like you didn't do your best, if it's an Amazon store and you didn't do your best to source the best of that type of product, the most sturdy, the most resilient, the most reliable, the one with the most longevity, if your service doesn't get the best result of the type of result that you offer, then what you're doing, while you may make some money right now, it's not sustainable, and you will get a lot of chargebacks and refund requests and people who then start to spread the word and give you negative testimonials. So the better thing to do is look at your offer and say, am I really, really giving great value?
We are we're in a world that's driven by reviews. I don't buy anything without the reviews. I don't pick a restaurant without looking at the reviews first.
I like
Welcome
to
another edition of the Social Proof Podcast.
We are in this thing.
We're here.
We're here.
Okay.
We're lit.
Yes.
We're doing our thing.
We did like a little Q&A, answer some questions. Well, not answer questions, just ask a question, got an answer.
Yes, yes.
Okay, now what were you going to say?
I liked where you were going with not knowing how to create an offer or what offer to create. I kind of like us going over that.
Good. Okay, so we're going to talk about creating an offer.
Let's talk about do you know how to create an offer?
I got mad offers.
You got a little bit of experience creating offers. Yeah, for sure.
Well, so first off, what is an offer?
So an offer is what you are presenting to the marketplace to purchase from you or to get from you. You could be offering something for free. You could be offering something for money. It's the value that you're giving to your clients and your consumers via your content, your products and services, things of that nature.
Dang, this is good. Look at the definition. Offer, the verb is present or proffer. You know how to spell proffer?
Who?
Proffer.
Proffer?
Yeah.
Propher?
Nope.
Proffer?
No.
What is proffer? Did you say the word correctly? Let me.
Proffer.
Proffer.
Yeah, that's proffer.
What does that mean?
Step your education up.
What does it mean?
I can't teach you everything, okay?
What does it mean? Real
but
quick.
To present
Hurry up,
or
real
proffer
quick.
something, it's the same. It's a synonym, an antonym, a synonym of present. So present or proffer something for someone to accept or reject as so desired. We're creating something that people can accept or reject as so desired. The noun is an expression of readiness to do or give something if desired. This is really good. The reason I like the verb is because now we can look at it as something that people can accept or reject. We got to give reasons for them to accept it. And also in the creation of the offer, we got to identify the reasons that someone would reject it. So we just create something to sell, but we don't look at it as something that people are going to have to say yes to or no to, and there is no maybe later. Just tell me yes or no. That's an offer, by definition. Proffer.
By definition.
Proffer.
There is no, did you say profit?
Proffer.
Proffer.
We just learned that word together.
We did just learn that word. So yes, an offer is that textbook dictionary language, basically surmised by the original language that I gave you in the first place. It was all saying the same thing. Surmised. You know how to spell it?
Nah, keep going. Keep talking. I'm looking at something else.
Something else? I'm going to take notes on this. So that said, an offer, basically when you're thinking about your offer, a lot of entrepreneurs get stuck here because you are trying to figure out how I can give something that's irresistible. People can't say no to it. But like you said, the great part of the definition is when you're making an offer, you first have to understand that people will say yes and people will say no. Mm-hmm. So when I am working with clients, I like to build in the reasons that people would say no already so that in the sales part of the process or the marketing part of the process, we can come back and reverse those no's to yeses automatically. Or maybe laters, because maybe laters are very, very real in the way that we do business. So, number one.
Let's do it.
With, I don't know how many steps it is yet. We're just going to go through it, right? But we're talking about building your offer. We'll give you how many steps to building your offer at the end of this episode.
Yes, 100%.
First things first, you need to get clarity. You need to get clarity in what you're actually good at, right? A couple of things. So let me jot these notes down so I don't lose track at the same time. You need to get clear in a couple of things. Number one, are you looking for an offer that is profit-based, purpose-based, purpose or passion-based, or both? Profit-based, purpose or passion-based, or both? Meaning, are you being driven right now by making money, or are you looking to do something that fulfills you, or would you like to do something that fulfills you that you can also make money from? For example, if somebody were to create just like an Amazon store really quickly and they're selling the newest bobby pin to hold your hair in, that's not a purpose-based business. It's a high profit business, something that we can do really, really quickly. But if you're offering like coaching services, if you are, let's say, a service-based business, chances are you could be doing something that brings you some sort of fulfillment. So there's that. So when we're talking about clarity, we're talking about clarity in different areas. I got to take notes so I don't lose it. Mm-hmm. We're also talking about purpose, profit, both. We're also talking about getting clear at what you're good at. So a lot of people actually struggle with what they're good at. Like you don't really understand what you're good at for a couple of reasons. Number one, you are questioning if what you're good at is worth being paid for. Mm-hmm. Is it worth being paid for? Yeah. Number two, you are so good at something that you don't even realize that you have a sellable offer on your hands. It's just something that you do every single day. For example, in the coaching space, you may give advice about dating all the time. You're the go-to in your friend group for dating advice, and it works. It's advice that works. People save their relationships, move on out of bad relationships. They go on to get married, and you're just doing this all the time. You're the go-to. Well, you could be on to something, right? So when we're talking about getting clarity, I usually recommend that if you're struggling to understand what you're good at, text 5 to 10 people who know you very well and say, hey, if I were to start a business today based on what you know about me, what do you think that business would be? Mm-hmm. And there should be some alignment in some of the answers. You'll get some different answers, but it will open your eyes to the value that people see in you that you may not yet see in yourself.
Yeah, I think also when creating an offer, we have to consider who we're making the offer for. Do you want to make an offer for the hip hop community? Do you want to make the offer for people who are disgruntled? Do you want to make there's people that make offers for people that are disgruntled and mad and depressed. I want to make an offer for them to alleviate them of their pain. So I think one of the major issues with creating an offer is we don't associate the offer with the solution to a problem. We don't associate the offer to the solvency of pain. Is that a word? Solvency? Did I use that right?
Solvency is a word.
Did I use it in correct context?
No, not really. You didn't use it.
The solvature of a problem.
That's
It seems.
So solvency is like your ability to pay a debt, for example.
I don't think that's it. But okay, anyway, you guys get what I'm saying.
First of all,
the offer should solve
Solvency, the possession of assets in excess of liabilities, the ability to pay one's debts. The company was confident that solvency could be maintained. The company was confident that their ability to pay their debts could be maintained. Solvency.
So what about the other word?
What was that word?
Solvature?
Solvature? Wait, solvaturely. No, it's not.
Anyway, okay, let's get back to the point. Don't worry about the semantics, people.
Only on the Social Proof podcast can you get business gems, entertainment, and vocabulary and definitions in one episode.
I set all that up because I know you guys are going to play Scrabble one day.
Yeah, for sure.
That's why I'm doing. You get a lot of education here. Mm-hmm. Anyway, we need to associate our offer with the solution to a problem. And if you don't look at it as alleviating someone's pain, it's going to be very difficult for you to even be passionate about it to make the sale. Meaning there are some people who make sweets. And you're like, well, how does that solve a problem? Well, it helps people get through depression. All right? I mean, like some sweets help people. They're solving a craving, and cravings can be major. Like there's something that I really, really want, and I'm not going to have an amazing night until I have this particular sweet. So I'm creating these sweets to solve a problem, and it shows up in your story. So I was selling t-shirts, not because I'm trying to sell a t-shirt because I think you'll like it, but you should have heard the stories that I was telling. I'm like, yo, sometimes you need a little reminder to not sleep so long and go get some work done. Imagine if you looking down at the shirt that you're wearing tells you that you need to work a little bit harder, and it just allows you to get another hour in. It just reminds you. I used to sell these wristbands, Sleep is for Suckers, and I said, listen, don't take it off. Wear it in the shower, don't take it off, because sometimes you need a reminder to go hard, because if you don't have a reminder, the world will just take you out of it. So I will tell this story, how this $2 wristband can push you to go make millions. Because if you just looked at that wristband and worked an extra hour every day, that's an extra 30 hours a month. How can a t-shirt or a wristband cause you to put in 30 extra hours? These joints is magical. So I started selling the t-shirts because there's a problem. You're not making enough sales, and you don't feel the motivation, and you can't, for some reason, put your finger on why you don't want to go grind. But if I tell you this story, I'm solving a problem. So it was much more than just let me sell you a t-shirt. So there needs to be some sort of meaning, and associate your tattoo work to a problem that you need to solve that pain.
So you went on a tangent.
Yep.
You started with number 2 being who you are making
you were
the
putting
offer
it in a line,
for.
my bad.
Yeah, who you're making the offer for. So I want to make sure that you guys are clear. Decide who the audience is that you want to serve. And if I could just piggyback on that a little bit, try choosing an audience that you enjoy, that you like, right? Choose an audience that works well for your mindset, your lifestyle. I remember when I first got started in coaching, I was heavily involved in the personal development space. Before I was a business coach, I was a personal development coach. And I started to attract people who were suicidal or they had suicidal children. And can you talk to my teens? And I did a lot of that. And then I found myself unable to sleep at night with some of the stories that I was hearing, and it was taking a toll on me, and it was like making me depressed and miserable and unhappy, and, you know, helping them hurt me. And I had not, I knew how to talk people off of a ledge. No therapist. People were just comfortable sharing with me, and I would just offer, you know, some thoughts and stuff. But on my end, I didn't have anybody yet at that point to go and then talk to. So I realized I had to move out of targeting an audience like that or doing whatever I was doing to attract an audience like that, because I wasn't okay in the process. So think about that. If you're dealing with situations like that, or you're dealing with really, really needy clients, and that's not conducive to your lifestyle, it presents anxiety, you can't take it, it's overwhelming, maybe you should consider a different audience.
Yeah.
Okay?
Unless you want to change the world.
Unless you want to change the world. And world changers. Yeah. I was just reading about that yesterday, why certain people are judged so harshly, and how everybody, or sometimes you feel like, you know, this person was doing that, why would you pick on me, you know, blah, blah, blah. And if people are not, I think it was Deion Sanders, who said, appreciate haters. And this isn't like old catty talk. It's like, think of any world changer. What world changer, what world leader do you know that didn't have an army of haters waiting to take them down, ready to assassinate them or their character, right? So you got to think about that. Like, are you doing this to change your world, or are you doing this to change the world?
Yeah, I think if you're doing it to change the world, it's probably going to be very uncomfortable. You got to be willing to embrace that attack.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you're doing something that helps Black people, just know there are going to be somebody on the other side that says, oh, well, all lives matter.
Yeah.
I don't like the fact that you're pushing Black Lives Matter. And you got to be able to fight with that. So for me, it will be very, very uncomfortable for me. That's why I stick to making offers for the people that, like you said, that feed my spirit, feed me positively. But some of you all, you want to make this offer to help a group of people, but it's going to come with some attack. And even when you're doing something for the people that you love, they're going to attack you. You get too big, so you just got to be on that. But if you can't stomach that, you need to make an offer that people are going to love you, and just try your best not to be judged. If you make, like Cinnabon, they're amazing, right? Never had a Cinnabon in the mall? You've never had a Cinnabon? You one of them vegans? Healthy lifestyle? You've never had a Cinnabon just cause?
Do you eat sweets?
Like I'm more of a chocolate person.
Makes sense.
Just try next time you're in the mall.
Everybody deserves to experience a Cinnabon fresh out of the oven, though, once in their lives.
Oh my gosh. But there are going to be some people that attack that because of the sugar and it's unhealthy. And you could, a steak is wonderful, right? But there's going to be some vegans who say, yo, you shouldn't do that. Or if you make leather products, PETA is coming at you, right? So I think being clear, I think the crux before we like get into the steps on how to, I think, like you said, you really need to know who you want to serve and who you want to become in this world. Do you want to be super important to the world? Do you want to create something that people love? I was selling T-shirts because I thought it was easy. Nobody was going to attack me, I didn't think, right, until people did. But I think we need to really think long and hard before we just say, yo, this is a good idea, I'm going to sell it. Let's think about the pros and cons of that offer.
Yep, for sure. So we got that. The third thing that I would say, and we've kind of tiptoed around this a little bit, mentioned it, but it needs its own category, and it's present great value. Making sure that your offer, if whether it's for today or for the long haul, make sure your offer presents great value. The reason that you want to do this, sure, there are products that are cheaply made all the time. There are services that are tackily presented all the time, but there's no sustainability in that, right? And the whole point of you making or creating a business is to make money. And I haven't met an entrepreneur yet who says, oh, I just want to make money this year. No matter, it doesn't matter what the next 5 years, produce. And so when you put something together where the value isn't great, like you didn't do your best, if it's an Amazon store and you didn't do your best to source the best of that type of product, the most sturdy, the most resilient, the most reliable, the one with the most longevity, if your service doesn't get the best result of the type of result that you offer, then what you're doing, while you may make some money right now, it's not sustainable, and you will get a lot of chargebacks and refund requests and people who then start to spread the word and give you negative testimonials. So the better thing to do is look at your offer and say, am I really, really giving great value? Yeah. And so it could be in microphones. Maybe you're doing an Amazon store and it's microphones, and you see, ooh, I could get 200 of these microphones. If I order 200, I can get them $2.38 a piece. But then you're reading the reviews and people are saying the cords are shorting often, the sound is crackly. But then there's this other microphone that you could get for $15 a piece and then resell those to your clients. But the reviews are amazing. But because you're so focused on right now and you're not caring about the value, somebody would pick the $2 and whatever cent one, and that be that. Just
it's definitely Brown Social Proof Hoodie Day.
definitely walked right in front of my shot.
For sure. Remind me of the Spider-Man joint like this.
We're definitely giving social proof. But yeah, you guys be careful of the cameras when you're walking in. Anywho, same thing with your service. If all you do is help, like, give people business ideas, make sure that you are really taking time to think through these business ideas, and maybe you're offering something, you're really assessing people's personalities and their skill sets. You're not just giving them a list of business ideas, and those things aren't sustainable. So make sure that whatever you're offering is actually valuable. Well, how do you determine if your offer is valuable? Ask people, survey people. Hey, I am thinking of selling these microphones. What do you think about this one versus this one? Here's the link to both. Send that out. Like, literally, don't be worried about people saying, oh, I'm just going to steal that microphone. No, they're not going to go and buy 100 of the same microphones that you were going to buy, and they only need one. If there's a service, hey, you guys, I am thinking of helping people in this area. What would you like to see in this? What would make it valuable for you to buy?
And I think you can sell something cheaply, that's cheaply made, but you got to be upfront with your customers about it, because there is some value in a microphone where you're going to get 1 or 2 wears out of this joint, right? That's why it's super cheap. But don't try to sell it as something that's going to last long and it's going to break, right? So we know if we're buying something super cheap, it's not going to last forever. As long as you don't try to paint the picture that this is going to be the thing that's going to last forever, I think you'll be fine. So that's important to know.
That's really important.
Who are you specifically targeting, right? Yeah. Because every product has some sort of use. If it has bad reviews, it probably has bad reviews because maybe the price is too high, or maybe they over-promised and under-delivered. But if you're marketing as a one-time use, like when I go into Payless, and I go into Payless to get like dress shoes sometimes.
You do?
They don't last, yeah.
Today?
I didn't go today because we recorded this morning, but.
I mean, like in the last 6 months, you've been to Payless for some dress shoes?
I didn't go to Payless. I went to Shoe Carnival. They didn't have the shoes I was looking for though. No, but there's actually a Payless-like store in North Lake Mall.
I didn't know because the last dress shoes I saw you in were Gucci dress shoes.
Yeah, but that was an event.
Oh.
I be needing some for church. I'm not
for
trying
sure.
to stun on y'all at the church. But I go there, and a few wears, that crease is coming. For sure.
For sure.
100%. But I recognize that because the shoe was $35. And I needed some that next day, and I wasn't super committed to going to get $300 dress shoes that are going to last longer, but they're not painting it that way either. They have the shoe, the model shoe, and under the shoe is like 20 boxes with the sizes. You get your own size.
Pick out your own size. Sit on that little stool, try it on. And for clarity, I don't want you guys to get stumped on value, because like David is saying, value is relative. Mm-hmm. Value is relative to the audience that you're selling, the reason that they're buying it, and the price that you're charging. I like to order, especially in the fall, winter, fashion months aren't my favorite. I show up spring, summer, right? So I don't like to spend a lot of money on clothes in the fall. So on the Social Proof podcast, you'll see, if you look past, most of the clothes that I order to wear for the podcast, unless it's our stuff, is going to be like from Shein, because I don't repeat clothes usually that I wear on the podcast. Why would I invest a lot of money? So I will go right to the Shein website or a Fashion Nova website and say, oh, I'll take this $20 dress. It's going to look great on camera. I am not expecting to be able to wear that 5 and 6 times, but it is going to do what I need it to do at a reasonable price. It presents the value that I need it to present to me for the purpose that I'm solving. But if I am going through and purchasing clothes that I want to last, like staple pieces, oh, let me get this black skirt that's going to stay in my closet, I might not go to those places. I'm going to go to something that's a little bit higher in value, and that's probably going to be higher priced.
Yeah. So I actually, in my journey, I realized that I don't necessarily want to be a premium person. I don't want to be premium. I don't want to sell $40,000 coaching. I don't want to. Right now, we got to offer, it's $5,000 for like a few weeks. It's like a group situation. Right now it's 5,000. Probably going to raise it a little bit, but I feel comfortable with that because our objective, you're going to get clarity. You're going to get a clear path as to what to do. You got some accountability. You're going to have everything that you need to succeed, and we're giving you the tools to succeed, and we got accountability. And like, I like that. If you give me $40,000, I got to really make sure that what I'm delivering you is worth way more than 40,000. Do I want to be that committed? No. And some people might want to be that committed. Like, yo, you give me premium, high ticket, I'll take care of you, get you a huge outcome. I decided that I don't want to be that. And I think a lot of people, Donni, are chasing what they see online. They're charging high ticket because everybody charges high ticket, and your high ticket coach says you need to charge high ticket. And you don't feel comfortable charging high ticket, but you think you need to because somebody else told you to. Mm-hmm. I don't want to do that. So I think you just got to decide where you want to live in that. The Shoe Carnival said, yo, we're going to sell you some $30 shoes. Mm-hmm. We got you. We don't need to be Gucci. Don't even compare me to that. Yeah. But I will still solve the pain of somebody who has a couple dollars, they got an event to go to tomorrow, and they need some dress shoes. Problem solved.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Number 4, price accordingly. And I want to
talk about it.
I want to note that this is going to be X steps to creating an irresistible offer, not just an offer. Mm-hmm. Because we pretty much talked about the offer, but now what makes the offer irresistible? So appropriate pricing. This is going to encompass everything that we've just talked about. Who are you selling to, right? I see people all the time trying to sell, $100 shirts to people who are in the $15 shirt realm, right? We recently did an episode highlighting this $120 hoodie for the people.
$150 t-shirt.
Oh, $150 t-shirt.
Yeah, but I got it for $100, so shouts out to them. I'm going to get another one.
$100 t-shirt. People were in the comments like, I would never. Well, yeah, I mean, we wouldn't expect you to. And then there are people who would pay them their money easily. You would pay 10 times that for Louis Vuitton. Yeah, I'm their customer. I would buy the $100 t-shirt if I liked it, right? But we have to price accordingly. That $100 t-shirt was priced accordingly because the quality of it, it literally stopped me in my thoughts. I'm talking on the podcast and I'm like, yo, that shirt, what is that, right? I'm thinking it's like a big name that we heard of. It wasn't a big name that we know it now. Are we saying the name?
Yeah.
What's the name? Millie merch?
Millie.
Let's find that name because their t-shirt was dope. We had a conversation. Anyway, we want to price accordingly. You cannot go to the top of the food chain charging $100 for your t-shirts if you're using that one t-shirt that's super see-through. When you wash it, it's never gonna bring its shape back, right? The display, the delivery of it is really tacky. If I get $100 t-shirt and I order it from you and it just comes in the envelope, no wrapping or anything to protect it around it, it's not feeling like a $100 offer, right? But if you had priced that same shirt at $20, I would have purchased it knowing what comes along with purchasing a $20 t-shirt. I have a program that develops coaches and consultants. And the idea is for the coach and consultant to go throughout this developmental program, my accelerator, to generate a 6-figure coaching or to create a 6-figure coaching business, right? Well, people will come in and I'll have to level set with them because they want to start charging $5,000, $2,500 for something right away. And though I am an advocate of charging your worth, and if it's that value, do it, there's also going to be a group of you who need to stay in the $97 a month range. There's going to be a group of you who need to focus on the $37 courses, right? 6-figure chick, rest in peace to Cece. Mm-hmm. She was one of the pioneers of selling coaching in a digital format online in the African American community, right? And you would never go to her website and see something that was priced at $2,000 and $3,000. Everything was $19. Everything was $30. Mm-hmm. And she made multiple 6 figures. Cece may have made 7 figures. I don't remember. But she made, for sure, multiple 6 figures staying in that lane. So when you're pricing, think about, are you someone who's capable of operating in volume, or are you someone who has to charge a higher rate so that you can make the sale? This is important. If you are creating a goal of, let's say, making $100,000 and you want to stay in that $17 price point, but you don't have the money to invest in marketing, you're not creating organic opportunities for you to market, you're probably going to struggle to make that $100,000 off of a $17 offer because you have to find too many customers in order to do that. But if you are the same person and you have great relationships with people who have money, you might be able to pull off a $1,700 offer, leveraging just those relationships and say, oh, I only need to get this many people instead of hundreds of people to yield the same result. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah. Name is Millie Merch.
I said
Millie
that.
Merch.
Millie
I don't know if
Merch.
you said the merch part.
I did. I said Millie Merch.
Oh, yo, real quick. Shouts out to Slipperheads, little black-owned company.
Let's see. I
And
can't see.
it's,
Show the do this.
SL.
Do that.
Hold on. SLIPPERHEADZ 20. She said
All we see is the bottom.
I got them on the wrong shoe.
Oh. You put your feet on the wrong foot? Hey, Sami.
It's hard to
Hey, Sami.
leave me alone.
Hey, Sarai.
I like them.
Oh, you put your feet on the shoes on the
No,
wrong
but
feet.
it's hard. I mean, it's slippers, so it's hard to tell.
No, now they look right. And
Did they look better?
They look better
crazy the
now.
first time? Now that I switch it, but I was just shout out to Slipperheads. These are cool. I'm wearing these around the house.
Do they feel better now that you put them on the right feet?
Yeah, absolutely. They sent me a package too, and they didn't send one for you. They actually sent one for everybody in my household.
First of all, take that slipper off your foot.
Oh, also, shouts out to Celebrity. He's our official sneaker.
He is
plug.
our official sneaker
He
plug.
got me some. He got the twos on the way. The black twos.
Okay, so you did make your order.
Yeah.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Yo, David be handling me with this sneaker situation like I'm his personal
Because-
shopper.
No,
you know what I
no,
mean?
no,
yo,
no,
what
no.
shoes we getting next?
You set it up. You set it up.
Yes, I did set it up, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna hand pick your shoes every month.
You don't gotta hand pick them, but just make sure we're in unison. Oh, we want to talk about it because it's kind of the same thing
It's kind of the same thing.
that we were just talking about with these flights. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna pivot away from this conversation.
It's
okay,
not
for a second.
the same thing.
We
Put
are
a
taking the
pause.
team-
Okay, we're on number 4. We finished
Yes,
that price.
We're gonna get there. We're taking the team to Cancun,
Mm-hmm.
to Mexico, and me and Kay. Like, Kay hits me when we get here and all, she's like, okay, these are the things that need to get done. And flights, rooms need to get done. Kay's like, all right, cool, let's book it today. She puts it in the chat. Donnie says, hold on, book it through Amex Travel, you'll get all these points. We're like, okay, we know the hotel we're going to. We know the dates we're flying. So Kay is like, all right, well, we'll just book it. So I'm booking the flights, the rooms and flights for our team. Donnie's booking the rooms and flights for her team. So Kay books the rooms and the flights. And then Donnie comes in upset that we didn't tell her that we were booking the rooms and the flights, but we told her that day we were booking the rooms and the flights.
That is not true. That never happened.
What never happened?
Kay, did you ever tell me that you were booking rooms and flights? Thank you.
What did you say? How did the conversation go about the Amex thing?
Okay, let me go back. Kay sends me a text message one day and says, Donnie, are you okay with this resort? I said, I'm okay with whatever y'all are okay with. She says, David wants to make sure you're okay with the resort. Perfect, Kay, let's do it. Then, as we're going through the process, I asked Brianna, did we get anything booked? The answer is no. Okay, couple days go by. Did we get anything booked? The answer is no. So then I asked Kay about it, and Kay says, oh, I was just waiting for David. And I said, okay, no problem. In fact, let's check this resort and see if it's in our American Express dashboard, because if we do it through the American Express dashboard and pay it, we'll get 5 times the points. Kay says, great. Kay then puts us in a group text message and says, hey, how are we booking? I go in and confirm that the hotel is in the American Express dashboard, and I say it's there. We'll get these points. Let's book it through the American Express dashboard. Kay says, okay. That was the last communication that we heard. Now, we still have flights to book. Typically, when we move as a team, hotels don't matter. Like we book the hotel and the hotel is booked. But with flights, you need a flight number. You need the time that you're leaving. Usually, when we move as a team, we're on these flights. Do you want to be on this flight too? If I want to be on a different flight, I'll say, no, I'll take care of flights separately. But it's always, these are the flights. And we move together as a team. We usually, in fact, put the team on flights together, and then me and you fly on a different flight because we got to be there earlier or whatever the case may be. This time I come in and I'm like, yo, we got to get the flights for the trip. He's like, oh, we're fully booked. Not only is he suggesting that we're fully booked, he's throwing it in my face.
I didn't throw it in her
We're
face.
fully booked. We execute over here.
I don't know if we're
executors.
I said that. I did say that. But anyway, we're in the group chat. You pull up the actual hotel, 5X Amex rewards points. The next day, Kay says, does Dave have this Amex dashboard as well, or do we need to book them
That
all through
was
yours,
it.
Donni? It's not it. You said he has travel perks also. He may not have created it yet.
He has to set that up.
Always check his I had it, but always check his hotels. Kay says, okay, are the ladies still sharing one room and you two will find a way to share the cost, or should we just book everything separate? That was the end of the conversation.
End of the conversation.
Okay, real quick, but you are proving my point. We booked the rooms, right? We're all understanding that we're...
For clarity, Kay, did you book the girls' room or...
No. Why would she do that? You said you were going to book it. You said you're going to book your
Because
room.
the question was, are the girls, the last time we've traveled, they shared a room.
Right.
And you and I split the cost. So that's what that question meant.
Yes, but who responded? Nobody.
You didn't respond, nor did I.
Why
so
would
for
I?
clarity.
Because we're booking. All right, anyway. You're proving my point.
No,
though,
I'm not.
Yes, you are, because we're going to go around to something. So we know that I was supposed to, that we're booking our room. Look, she's okay.
Somebody give me my
I don't
American
think
Express.
no
Can somebody
dates
please
around.
give me?
Hey, so
That's a good point.
So we are understanding that we're booking our room and they're booking their room. Donni has no problem with that. Her issue is the fact that we book flights without them. Correct? Is this correct?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So we shouldn't have booked the flights without them. But we're just in the movie because we executed.
No. Do you agree?
Moving forward. So we have Celebrity.
No.
There's the point I'm going
But
to.
do you agree that for safety purposes and everything, I should have been aware of the flights that you guys are on? We're
yes.
going out of the freaking country.
Yes, 100%. I'm sorry. In our execution, we forgot to let you know. My other point is, if you know we're going somewhere, shouldn't somebody on the team say, yo, what's up? Did y'all get the flights?
Yes.
She says that to me every day until we got it done, okay? Okay. I don't.
The message
normally,
is usually communicated to us that
No
now
problem.
listen,
No,
if
hold
we
on,
want-
no problem.
If
Let me
we want
finish my
to,
point
if we
first.
want to create different framework, now we have an understanding.
No.
Now we know that you guys don't think about us.
No, we should have. Don't get me started, Donni, okay? And another thing, okay? The other day, this was last week, I called Kay. I said, man, I want some breakfast. I'm hungry. We're all recording. I say, Kay, call Donnie's team, everybody on Donnie's team, and find out what they want from Chick-fil-A, because we're going to order Chick-fil-A. Yes? Because I know that we're all going to be here. And I'm not just going to eat and my partner doesn't eat. Fast forward to this past Friday. People are walking in with Chick-fil-A. I'm in the other room. I'm here in the building. Donni orders Chick-fil-A for her team, whoever's in that particular room, not even the building. I'm 10 steps away. Nobody calls me and asks me. Ryan, he's not on either one of our team. He's just like a cousin to the team. No one calls and asks me if I want something to eat. And I felt the way about that. And they're like, well, and then you were recording. If y'all weren't even here when I said, Kay, call everybody and see what they want, because I'm thinking about y'all. I'm not going to record forever. And then the excuse is, well, I didn't know what you want. It's Chick-fil-A. What else do they have other than sandwich, nuggets, and strips?
I don't eat.
I would have ordered you some nuggets. And if you didn't like the nuggets, I'm like, oh, all right, well, maybe we'll switch to sandwich or something like that.
And listen.
And another thing, my team knows I'm going to eat a sandwich or some, am I right? You can't go wrong getting some nuggets or a sandwich, right? It's only 2 things they got, really. So I'm feeling away. Nobody called me and asked me. Back to my other point.
Whoa, wait, because I got to address the Chick-fil-A thing. Now, Reese is neutral. Reese sat in there and made his order. Actually, I don't think he wanted anything. But he did not say, I know that Dave would want.
Would you be under the assumption that they're going to come? They're going through the room.
No, we were lit.
Did you assume that somebody would?
He didn't, because she walked right out the front door.
He was in the room. How would he know?
Was with me. We were recording. We were
that
about to
room,
record.
right?
But
let me ask you, did you at some point like consider, you didn't think like,
did you think
we're
about
leaving
David at all,
out?
Reese? I don't consider nobody with somebody else's money. That's what Reese said. But let's be clear. Hold on.
Is that right? Okay. I see what's going on.
Let me know if I need to keep booking this trip.
Nah, keep going. Keep going.
Wait, let me, because David likes to, he always throws me under the bus with these partial framings of these stories, okay?
What part of this story did I
walked into the studio that day to record. Usually the studio is empty. It's just me and the full transparency team in here. The lights are out. It's dark in the whole building. The lights
now
were out.
Now you're about to paint a picture that you didn't know I was here?
I knew you were here. The lights were out. David was shooting a new pilot for a new podcast. That's all I knew. He was back here. The doors were closed. I said, oh, who's in the back? David. He's shooting a new pilot. Okay. Because it was really stiff and quiet. I'm thinking he's doing something really important and can't be disturbed. I have a headache. I need to eat something now. So I said, before my guest gets here really quickly, can one of y'all just go run to Chick-fil-A? Ryan happened to be standing in the room. I offered everybody who was in that space something to eat. It wasn't, because David was filming a pilot for, I didn't know how long he was going to be. He didn't share with me that he was over here filming a pilot for an episode. Maybe I wanted to be a part of it. Maybe I wanted to give feedback. Maybe I wanted to watch it. You know what I mean?
That's what you turned this into?
All I'm saying is
so
you didn't
bad
consider
right
me.
now.
But when David came out of the room and he expressed his disappointment in the fact that I didn't offer Chick-fil-A, do you know what I said? Take mine. When the Chick-fil-A comes, have mine. I offered him my food. When the food arrived, he said, I didn't really want it anyway. I don't want your food. They were him and
Not that I want it anyway.
Wait. Because here's the thing. Him and his wife, my good sis Dre, they were headed to go get lunch.
We weren't headed to go get lunch.
Shams.
I didn't know she was here when I was recording. My point, you're pulling in other factors.
And Dre was here. You weren't fighting for the fact that I didn't offer her food, stingy.
I didn't know she was here. I'm in this room. So are y'all buying this? Is Donni right or wrong?
Okay.
Just somebody.
Marley-esque. Whose side are you on right now? Hold on one second. Grab this microphone.
I can't believe this is a debate whether it's acceptable to not offer me some food. I offer everybody food all the time.
Yes,
I would
you
have probably
did.
got everybody food too. I don't know.
You would have blindly. I didn't even
checked.
know who was in this room. You would have blindly.
Chick-fil-A is
ordered
one of those
food.
things that like never goes to waste.
Come on, bro. Like even okay.
Nobody's gonna throw it away.
I'm in there for 45 minutes later.
Please.
We just anyway. Okay, can we just be honest? Donni, right or wrong? Bree, right or wrong? Is she right or wrong? Oh my gosh. Nobody wants to be honest. Okay, forget it. Anyway, to the point at hand, okay? I should have, it's okay, send Donni the flights that we got. I should have said that.
No, you
problem.
shouldn't have. Here's what needs to happen.
But the issue is, now it comes to you. Donni sets up, Celebrity sponsors the Social Proof podcast and just gets us the sneakers. He gets us a couple pair every month. And us together is the sponsorship, right? So Donni gets her 2 pair. And I'm like, hey, Donni, what did I get something? She's like, well, just hit them yourself. You set it up. And every order goes straight to Donni. And Donni says, yo, I got these. You want them? And I'll come pick them up. But now it's, oh, hit them yourself. And I'm like, I'm not about to.
Okay, so let me be clear here. That's not what happened. Not at all. So
not at all?
Listen.
Hold on, first of all, which part did I make up?
You didn't make anything up. You stretched for sure. So we have a shoe sponsor, a sneaker sponsor for the Social Proof podcast, and he does a phenomenal job at getting us shoes months before they're released, right? You got those from him? Maybe. Okay. Months before they're released, he does a great job at getting us these shoes. He hits me up and he's like, yo, I'd love to send y'all some sneakers. All right, me and Dave, right? Yep. Okay, great. We can talk about it on Social Proof. The very first order I facilitated, I ordered the wrong size shoe. I ordered a 13. You need a 14. I facilitated it. It comes to, and I didn't even know it was happening. So I just told him when I said yes, the first time I said I wear an 8, Dave wears a 13, but he wears a 14. These shoes arrived like a month later that I didn't even remember having a conversation about. So me and Dave, y'all might remember the post, we put up like, yo, who sent us these shoes, right? You remember that post, who sent us these shoes? It's Celebrity. So we thank him, we officially make an agreement, and he says, this is what you guys get. You get 2 pair of shoes a month, David gets 2 pair of shoes a month. Just let people know that you get your sneakers from me. All right, cool. So I hit David when I'm ready to, I see some shoes that I like, because I pay attention. I see him posting some shoes and I'm like, yo, Dave, I'm about to get these. You want them? Yep, get me the same ones. So I make the order for the shoes. The next time some shoes come out, Dave hits me in between time. Yo, how do we know what we can order? I said, you just check his page. Whenever he posts, just tell him what you want. Dave does nothing with that information. He posts something that I see that I want. I say, Dave, I'm about to get these shoes. You want them? Yep, get me the same ones. It's not in the SOP or the framework for me to order his shoes.
Correct.
It's just that
Correct.
he doesn't go
100%.
looking.
What is in the SOPs, Kay, for ordering flights and rooms and stuff like that? What's in the SOPs?
There is no SOP.
There is no SOPs. Exactly. But
it's just a pattern of behavior.
100%. So I'm bringing this stuff up because you did the same thing, even worse, 2 times, and I only did 1/2 of something wrong, meaning I should have told you what flight we got. Now we can get back to it.
But also with the whole shoe
y'all
thing.
comment, please, and just let us know who's wrong.
Also,
and then she's gonna send me a text.
Also
Let me
with the
see
whole,
it.
Also, because first of all, Shans hits me like, he don't hit me on Saturdays ever, right? This is before it's time for him to go to church. He woke up with this on his mind. Like, once Shans is in church on a Saturday, it's done. No communication. You take this time to communicate with me about your sneakers?
First off, it's Friday night.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's Friday night. It's late. But hold on. I told him, Shans, I'm at dinner. I'll think about this later. He keeps sending me text messages about these dang on sneakers.
No.
I am at dinner. But
I'll read it.
wait.
I'll read
now,
it.
here's the thing. I know that I have a bunch of shoes, and I get deliveries daily, for real. And sometimes I don't remember if I got the shoes from Celebrity or if it's something I bought. So Shans is like, well, do we get 2 pair or not? I'm like, yeah. He's like, well, I haven't gotten any yet. I'm like, you order them. Did you order them? He's like, it's feeling real 1 pair of shoes-ish. And I'm like, no, you got 2 for 1 month and 1 for another month. Now the confusion came because we got the first pair of shoes and the second pair that he sent. Remember, I told you this was going to happen, but I didn't have time that day to think about it. We ordered it like the last day of the month. They arrived in the new month. So it's a confusion of, do they count for this month or the last month, right? So I'm trying to tell him, he's like, so you got 2 pair and I only got 1? No, we got the same stuff. I just don't have time while I'm on this dinner date.
Whoa.
I don't have time while I'm sitting here at dinner to flush through your shoe orders.
That wasn't what I was looking for. So I'm looking at the text. You're going through. I said, can you call? You say, no, dinner. I said, okay, I got the 1 pair. And she said, your second pair is ordered, whatever. I said, they all come to you. And she says, I'll think on it later. I don't know.
Because I already said at
I
dinner.
don't keep up with that. She says, but whatever you want, just ask him. He has no issues doing what he said he would.
Yes. Because I'm tired of
you normally got SOPs and all that.
He has asked me about, like,
I will start managing all sponsorships from here on out. Okay?
No, because you don't include me when you manage sponsorships.
Yes, I do.
No.
They just sent me the shoes. I don't know. The fluffy.
You don't include me when it's you and sponsorships, okay? You don't include me because...
What?
Oh, no.
I got a call for... Kay, do you remember the booking I got for... it was like Dallas. And it was like, yo, they wanted to book me
That's not
to
a
speak.
sponsorship.
It's way more.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, but let me tell you.
You're talking about your hand. You didn't include me.
Let me tell you. I don't know what we're going to title this episode, first off.
Because we're definitely not talking about what we said.
But I got a booking for Dallas. The guy says, yo, I want to book you to come speak and kind of do like a podcast. Do you know what I tell the guy? I give him a price for me, but I also say, yo, if you want me and Donni to come, I could bring Donni. She's dope. He didn't even know who you were, first off. She's my co-host. She's a phenomenal entrepreneur, all that kind of stuff. And I put together a package for both of us. And that has happened multiple times. There's been many, many opportunities where I'm always throwing her name in the hat.
Yes.
Always getting her Chick-fil-A. Always. I just want to be considered. That's all. That's all.
Consider you often.
I don't know. I wouldn't use the word often.
I consider you often. I consider you when it matters. First of all, you're a fickle eater. I don't know what you eat. You got to order your own stuff. You get kid meal food everywhere. Kids meal food everywhere. You were back here doing something important. I was staying out of your way. And by the time he was to be finished, I was going to be working. So that's the Chick-fil-A. I set the shoe thing up. I have ordered your shoes, managed your shoes, hand delivered your shoes to you, Shane.
You did, and I had to come pick them up.
But you got your shoes in the studio.
One, I had to meet you.
One,
and I got my
because
shoes
you
3
couldn't
weeks.
wait.
I got my shoes
because
3 weeks later.
You couldn't wait.
The last ones.
You
it
were
was like 3
traveling
weeks.
when the shoes
Real
came.
quick, should she have offered me chicken? Should she have gotten me a chicken sandwich? Yes or no? Yes or no? 50-50? Okay.
No, I'm not. I believe
Yes,
I should have
gotten
gotten you a chicken sandwich.
Okay.
I should have gotten you a chicken sandwich, but don't take away from the fact that when you brought it to my attention, I immediately said, you know what? Take mine.
Yes. Yeah, it's cool. All right. So what's number 5?
So why are we doing this? Why are you so petty?
I don't know. It took a turn.
I don't even know where we are. Okay, number 1, clarity.
Save an offer.
Clarity.
Let me say another thing about offer. Okay, I don't know what number we're on.
We're on number 5. This would be number 5.
And actually, we had a call on it yesterday. Let's be clear in what we offer. Sounds very elementary, like, oh yeah, you got to be clear. But sometimes I ask people what they offer, and they give me this whole philosophical, broad stroke about how this thing changes the world and how you'll be financially free and how it's going to help you get to the next level, whatever the heck that means. And really, you should tell me exactly what it offers. Meaning, I have a morning meetup, right? Morning meetup. I can say, yo, you need to be a part of community. You're going to grow. We're going to read together, right? Yo, your life will change when you get a part of a group. That's one part of it, but you still have to let people know, hey, we're going to jump on a call every single morning at 7:45. We have a book club, and we have a specific book that we read every single month, and this is the price. I have the hardest time getting people to tell me what they offer versus them telling me all of the stuff attached to it. Y'all get what I'm saying? So my man Mike, and we had this conversation on the hot seat. And essentially, he helps people with their style, right? But in helping people with their style, he helps men become more confident when you walk in a room. He helps you get more sex. That's in his sale. Yeah, he's like more money, more power, more sex. But all of that comes from how you show up, right? But I didn't understand exactly what he was saying until like 20, 30 minutes in, that he can help me with my wardrobe and my look. He's like, I'll help people get more money, more power, more sex through this and that and this. I'm like, yo, really? I want to look better sometime. When I'm going out, I'm confused about what to wear to this particular event, and I want to know. That's the problem that I solve. I can help you with your look, your physical appearance, what to buy in the store, the clothes, and the fit. Sometimes we need to know that. And also we want to know the outcomes, but sometimes it's very hard and difficult for people to tell me exactly what they're going to offer. So I think that should be one of them. This conversation is out of control. This whole episode.
And I'm offended.
You should be.
I am offended. My feelings are a little hurt.
Are they?
And I'm fighting back tears right now.
What part are you offended at?
Nothing, actually. I wanted to go down the road.
Oh, yeah,
anyway.
for sure.
Okay, so this is so that was that a number?
Yes.
Because I already
Be
said
clear with what you deliver.
So is that different than present great value?
Yes, 100%.
Okay, so where I was
Absolutely.
going next was to have clear messaging.
Okay.
Is that what you meant?
That's about the same, yeah.
Okay, clear
So just
messaging. All right.
piggyback on.
So that was number 5 is clear messaging, how you communicate your offer, what you sell, what you do. What are the things like, don't focus on the tidbits. Don't focus on the fact that you give a Facebook group. Don't focus on the fact that it's a course. Don't focus on the fact that it's 2 days free shipping. What is the convenience in it? How does it help somebody create more convenience, more become healthier, or make more money? Those are your 3 top categories. How does it create convenience, ease of use, make more money, make somebody healthier? Give those things. Also think about what are the pain points. So without this, you'd be struggling too. Without this, you'd be struggling with. Without this, you could not do blah, right? Whatever they can't do without your offer is how you position your offer. I make it easy for entrepreneurs who are working 9 to 5s to create 6-figure businesses. Without me, you'll still be on your 9 to 5 in 3 years. Without me, it's not easy for you to produce a 6-figure business. With me, I make it easy. You feel what I'm saying with the clear messaging? Okay. So we're talking about irresistible offer. So now that we're clear in what we're doing it for, who we're doing it for, what our messaging is, and we've got our pricing, now it's time to start making stuff irresistible. Now it's time to start making it irresistible. Creating urgency. Create urgency is number 6. Create urgency. Well, how do you create urgency?
Do we have the price? What number was that?
We did. Price is 4.
Okay.
How do you create urgency? You're going to create urgency by adding a time limit. So maybe you have a group that you've just released and you're saying we're only taking a cohort of people for the next 30 days. Maybe you are putting a maximum number of people who can get access to it. So instead of a time limit, it's available for the first 100 people. Maybe you are attaching a discount to it, but I'm going to let discount be a separate category because there's a couple of strategies there. So you want to create urgency. How long is it available? Why do we need to buy this now? What's happening? So like in real estate right now, you see, oh, we're going into an election year, buy now. Or, oh, interest rates are scheduled to go up, buy now. In clothing, people are saying things like, this is a blowout sale for the season. Come buy this now. There's urgency, urgency, urgency. Let me get it. You'll see those signs that say, get it before it's gone. That's creating urgency. So how do you make somebody need your product urgently? Don't wake up another day with bad knees. I've got a fitness routine that will help solve your blah, blah, blah right now. But you got to take action right now. How do you create urgency? What's some good tips on urgency?
Well, I wasn't going, and I got another point.
Oh, okay.
Do you have more on urgency?
Create
we can
urgency.
create some urgency. Just be excited. You know what I mean? Be excited about it. I don't know if that's the same thing, but when people talk about the thing that they offer, I could feel that it's you need to make the sale versus you're really helping me. Mm-hmm. So I think that could go into urgency. Like, you have a true passion about the thing that you're selling. You know what I mean?
Well, I think that's different. Let's keep that for a separate one.
Okay.
Require an immediate response. An immediate response.
Okay, I'll go on my next one?
Yeah, no. It's still under urgency.
Okay,
So putting a time limit on it. This offer is only available for this period of time. You are putting a people limit only on it. Only a certain X amount of people will be able to get this offer. Require an immediate, it's like an RSVP. If you want this, let me know now so you can be put on the list. Like, let me know right now. You'll never see this again. So sometimes you'll see an example of that. Let's say you go on my website and you buy my book, right? You buy my book and the next page you see is enroll in or buy the workbook that comes with this book. Buy this workbook, but if you X out of this page, you'll never see this again. You must buy now. You must communicate with me that you want this right now. But it has to be true. The only way that works is that it's true. They don't need to be able to go back to your main website and see that same workbook, right? This is the only time you're going to get it. You literally have to buy the book again to have access to this workbook.
That's good. Second to last one, because you're going to do the last one?
Yeah. I guess.
Customer testimonials, very important. having some sort of receipts that you are who you are and this thing works. We're in a world that's driven by reviews. I don't buy anything without the reviews. I don't pick a restaurant without looking at the reviews first. A new restaurant, I look at them reviews first. I don't pick a Netflix movie without I go Google I want to see what other people are talking about. So I think right on the website, or if it's not website where they order, you need to be able to refer to some people who've got some results from your offer. Very important. That supports everything that we do. You got to get some testimonials.
Yeah, and if you don't have any, so Dave, what happens if I don't have any? Find somebody and create some testimonials for them. So if you are selling a physical product, who do you know? Who are your friends, your family that can have an experience with that physical product? Give it to them and say, I'm going to give this to you in exchange for a video testimonial. If there's a service, who do you know that you can provide that service to? Ask somebody, give a couple of things away for free in exchange for an incredible testimonial, okay? We're talking about irresistible offer. We're not just talking about an offer, but how do we make it irresistible? Another thing that you can do to make your offer irresistible is provide a guarantee. This makes it really, really, really irresistible. Provide guarantees. Now, you want to make sure that you are providing a guarantee that you can actually fulfill. So some guarantees would be get this and get the result from it, or get all your money back, right? You better be really confident in your offer that people will get the result before you put a money back guarantee. But a trick that I've used with my clients is, or a tip, because some people will rightfully get their money back, but then you're going to get some people who use the product, get the result, and because you got that guarantee, they're going to try to just get their money back. So I like to have requirements for money back. Get your money back in 90 days. Here's the money back stipulations. Here's a disclaimer. You must show evidence that you've gone through the whole program, or you must show evidence that you've used the whole product. You must show evidence that you were consistent. You must show evidence of 3 things. They must show evidence, right? And they submit that evidence. Most people aren't going to do the work to get the refund. So, but it makes them feel good on the front end that in case I do the work and this doesn't work for me, I get a refund. And your guarantees don't have to be in the form of a refund. If you're in the coaching space, for example, you can say, I guarantee that I'm going to help you make your first $10,000 in this business, or I'll work with you until you do. You're not giving anybody any money back, but you are giving them some more of your time. And then you want to stipulate what that means too. Don't just blindly put that out there. What does that mean? Well, for as long as you're doing this, this, and this, I will work with you until you get the result. As long as you meet these requirements, I will work with you until you get the result. And honor that. Make sure that you're actually doing that. So provide guarantees are amazing. You didn't have a last one. Can I close out with the last one? You got a last one?
Yeah.
Okay, because I got one more, but
Of
you
course.
go.
All right, so I will leave some stuff off the offer. There needs to be some things that are in the deliverables that come as a surprise. So we try to put everything up there so that they can expect it, but there needs to be some things in there that surprise people. So like with the morning meetup, it's not on the website that you'll get free tickets to an event. Have any of y'all been to an event for free because you were in the morning meetup?
Yes.
It's not something we promote, but every now and again, it's some things in there. We don't put on the website that we meet every year, but it's in there. You know what I mean? There's certain things that I know we're going to do, but I don't want to use it as a sales point. The thing that we're selling is worth more than the money that we're charging. But when you start adding when the experience gets better based on stuff they didn't expect, then it becomes an irresistible offer that people will continue to take and start telling people about.
And in that way, it is presented as a back-end irresistible factor or feature, meaning that's how you create internal referral sources in your
100%.
business. So what David is talking about is withholding some of the benefits. You get into this group and you're producing this wow factor. Now everybody is on the internet or telling everybody that they know, he don't even tell you that you get this, right? Yeah. So that is that. So you got hidden bonuses internally. We'll call them create hidden bonuses internally, but Also, create bonuses at checkout. So they got this offer. You get to the checkout page. You're not sure if you're going to buy it, but then they just got this no-brainer bonus in there. Plus, you're going to get this and this. And it's like, oh, this is just worth everything. The bonuses are great if they're worth the value of the program or offer that you're making in the first place. So if you're selling something for $1,000, and let's say you're selling this $1,000 course, example, and your bonus offer at checkout is, I will personally do a 30-minute consultation with you, me, myself, and I. That's worth the price of the offer alone. That's like a no-brainer because people wanted you anyway. Whatever these things are, create your bonuses, but make your bonuses something that are highly valuable to your customer, but don't cost you a whole lot of money, because profitability is the name of the game at the end of the day. So that was number 10. And I'll close out with number 11. None of this matters if you don't have a strong call to action. None of this matters if you don't have a strong call to action. And it has to be strong, meaning I know exactly what I need to do based on what you told me to do. Many of you, your offer is good, but you're not telling people what they need to do next. They don't know the next step. So when you're posting on social media, call to action, subscribe to my platform, buy, do this to get. Also, you can do things like click the link in my bio, but I like to go even a further step. Click the third link in my bio, because I realized people will still come to your DMs and say, what link is it? Click the third link in my bio, titled this, in order to get it. Subscribe to me right now on this platform. Go to my stories to subscribe to me on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify. And then that means in my story, I've got links addressed right there. In your stories, include call to action. Y'all are posting your stuff and saying, buy this new merch, social proof shirt. Don't be lazy. Don't be a lazy business owner. Don't be a lazy marketer. Actually put the link to this shirt that you're trying to sell in the story. Game changer. Because what happens is people need to buy it while you have their attention right away. They will mentally say, oh, I'm going to go get that shirt. But then they scroll to the next person's story. It's really interesting. They start going down that rabbit hole. Before you know it, they forgot about your shirt. We are being really audacious thinking that people will go to our links just because we put up a picture of something without telling them what to do. And for those of you who have separate pages or separate, like, for example, I have Donni Wiggins, I have Actionable CEO, I have Full Transparency Podcast, we have Social Proof Podcast. You can go onto the Social Proof Podcast page and click the link in our bio. Where do you think it's going to take you? To a Social Proof Podcast episode where you can view our site, right? Whenever I post the Full Transparency new episode, I don't anymore just say, go search for me on YouTube. No, I've now created a Full Transparency page to make it easy. Click the link in the bio of tagged page, Full Transparency. So all they have to do is click Full Transparency, click the link in the bio. It takes you straight to the episode. That's a strong call to action. If people have to think about what they're supposed to do, you are losing. You're going to lose some of your conversion factor.
For sure. Yep.
Tell people exactly what to do.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, this is an interesting journey of an episode.
This was interesting, for sure.
I want to apologize.
For?
I want to publicly apologize. I just want to apologize.
To
you.
For what?
You know?
No, for what?
not telling you. For not telling you what flight we were getting on. All right, it's your turn.
I accept your apology. First of all, I appreciate your public apology, and I accept it, and I'm sorry for not getting you Chick-fil-A. It'll never happen again.
And what else?
Your shoes look nice today.
No, I'm saying what else?
Am I sorry for?
Yeah.
That's about it.
All right, this has been a great episode, guys. Any questions, comments? Any questions, y'all? We really do love each other, okay, guys? Any questions, comments?
Should I be sorry for something else?
Yeah.
What?
You could have been sorry for what's the word? You were dismissive.
Of?
of.
Hold up now, shaking your head. Why are you doing all of that agreement with your?
No, I'm thinking about something he just.
It's
Oh,
okay, you
because
can
I
agree.
felt
First off,
double teamed. I felt double
Don't
teamed.
apologize for what you agree about. No, I think you were dismissive.
Oh, so you
Tell me
ordered
that you
some
don't
shoes?
Huh?
You ordered some shoes?
Yes,
Because
after
as
you told
usual,
me-
no, David, I even sent you screenshots where I said, "Send me pictures for Dave too," and I did it again, and he just replied and said,
Because you told me to handle it.
he literally just showed me the shoes that he ordered, and
But
I
I
don't have.
told you that. I told you that earlier today that I had to go get them.
Oh, okay, I see.
The
I
text
see what's
said-
happening here.
I'll think on it later. Period. When I asked about,
I'm on a date.
When I asked,
I'm
okay,
at dinner.
With who though? Have I? Was it a good date at least?
I had a great time.
Good. Okay. All right. Hey, can y'all do yourselves a favor and us? Just subscribe. Are you subscribed to the podcast
Let
on
us
your
see.
Apple device? Are you have Apple? You have iPhone?
Let me see.
Let me see. Trey.
Trey, your voice has gotten
Why not?
dramatically deeper lately. Are you just waking
Why
up?
not? Hold
Is that
on.
what? Is he
hold on.
21?
Donnie, she's not subscribed and she's proud of it.
Two phones. I'm doing it at the same time right now.
Wait a minute.
Okay, that's good. She was
Are
like,
you subscribed to Full Transparency? Oh, okay. Let's make sure we go ahead and follow that. Are you guys subscribed to Full Transparency
Deja?
podcast? Let's get it done right
you
now.
subscribed? Okay.
Let me see.
Let me see.
Not to the YouTube.
It'd be the closest ones.
It be the ones. Let me see.
You have an iPhone? Do you have an iPhone?
Well,
Pull out your phone
anything
now,
you're
bro.
gonna do
You can
eventually,
it.
might as well do it immediately.
Did you see him try to?
He played us.
Oh yeah, no, I got you.
Oh, I'll call you. Yeah. I'll hit you up.
Oh yeah, you tried to play us, bro.
Subscribe.
Goodness gracious.
Zell.
Thanks, y'all.
Let me see.
Let me see, bro.
Reese, you don't ever think we're gonna ask. Are you
I
subscribed?
think it used to be.
How is he the engineer for the whole podcast and you're not subscribed to it?
Okay. All right. For sure.
I don't see Full Transparency. Let me see.
It's in there.
Let's see it. Okay?
Just
Why even wait? You already, Brianna. Okay,
go onto your Apple device. Subscribe to Full Transparency with Donnie Wiggins and Social Proof Podcast. It costs you nothing to support. If this was valuable, if you're listening to this right now, you've listened to the whole episode, it was valuable. The least we're asking you to do is to go to your Apple device or Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts, and subscribe to Social Proof Podcast and Full Transparency with Donnie Wiggins, okay? If you want to take it to the extra mile, hit the little review. Hit the little 5-star joint if you think we're a 5-star podcast. If you think we're 4-star, still hit 5-star. We really, really need that.
Yep.
And if you want to take it to the next level, you can leave a comment.
A comment.
Positive review. We would appreciate it because other people are going to watch the reviews and that's going to make them decide to tune into our podcast.
And if you really want to be that guy or that girl, you'll share this podcast and Social Proof and Full Transparency with every entrepreneur that you know.
That's good.
And let them join you in getting all this value that you get every single
Good.
week.
Are we gonna open a mastermind back up?
Yes.
Do we have a website or something right now?
Nope.
It will be the David and Donnie, right? At some point.
Well, they can go. It's an active.
We don't know
it's
when they're
active.
watching this.
Yeah, we don't know when they're watching.
DavidandDonnie.com. Just go to DavidandDonnie.com. Just check it out. And take that E off my sister's name, okay?
Take that
It's
E off.
Donni.
Yes.
Okay? It is not that Donnie is her real name anyway. And actually, it makes sense because Denitra has an E. Actually, why isn't it with an E, actually?
So the name came about when I was in a girl group and everybody had nicknames that ended in I. Donnie, Bree, Nikki, Donnie.
I'm not so mad at people now for putting an E on there because it actually should be an E on there.
No, it shouldn't.
Thank you so much, you all. Like, subscribe, show us some love. We appreciate you. We will see you next week.
Bye.
If you like the video that you just watched, click this one. You're going to like this one, maybe even more. Click it right now.